Good afternoon, friends. I, Rakhi Sharma, Program Coordinator, Advanced Certificate in Power Distribution Management, welcome you all in this interactive teleconferencing program. Friends, now we have two sessions. In this session, we will discuss about the customer relation management, and in second session, we will discuss about the customer involvement and participation. These two topics are from your course 3, Management of Power Distribution, and it's our privilege to have Mr. M.K. Gupta, who has a vast experience in the power sector. Sir, we welcome you in this program.
Thank you.
Now, I would request Shri Gupta to take up his presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Rakhi Sharma, and the audience, wherever you are located. Today's topic is, in fact, let me share with you, extraneous to the presentation. Both the topics are extremely relevant to what is happening or what has happened till date in the power sector. No efforts to improvements, reforms, restructuring, unbundling, revenue gains is possible unless there are giant efforts by the service provider and the customer. I will give you two examples. It will take just less than 1 minute. What is happening in other countries which started the path of liberalization in power sector as contemporaries to India. I was in Maldives. It is a state government. Totally generation, transmission and distribution is in state hands. The company is Telco, State Electricity Company of Maldives. One day the chairman called me. I was working there along with a Denmark company, Danish company were the consultants, and the equipment suppliers were from Finland, Wärtsilä Diesels, largest diesel power generator of 18 megawatt capacity. Number of a battery of these sets were being installed in Maldives. That was my project. The chairman gave me a letter from principal of a school which was just across the power plant that the noise level for her kids is very high. I took up the project. He requested me to take up the project of noise attenuation, and to cut it short, it took me about 4 or 5 days to locate a party in Singapore, and after doing all the formalities which were approved quickly by the chairman, the noise level was brought down to 65 decibels. When I was surprised that the chairman of electricity company is taking so much interest. When I went to him, he thanked me profusely because the project had started. In the meantime, my contract had ended and I came back to India. My return was followed by an email from the chairman as well as from the school principal because they were satisfied. So that is the quality of life. Any electricity company, he had no obligation, but in the interest of the society, he did it. Another example was in UAE, Abu Dhabi. I was working there in year 2002 and 2003. During Diwali, one of the Indian family, they invited me at their house, and he was a businessman in Abu Dhabi. He said he has been residing in Abu Dhabi for about 20 years and not even once he has been to utility office. In the first instance, there had not been any problem. If there was anyone, his driver would go and get it resolved. That is the customer delight. Having spent almost more than 4 decades in power sector, very frankly, we have launched beautiful programs, but the implementation is in hands of all of you. I wish that the mindset gets changed. There is no idea in changing the discipline, the profile, the slogans, the sermons and conferences of this nature unless it goes down into your minds that you have to perform in the interest of the customer, and we have only one obligation: to supply electricity. That is our business, and if we fail in that, we fail in our personal relationship as well as in the relationship with our society. Let us hit the slides. I would very much appreciate, there is no bar in raising questions anytime. please follow the ritual that is being followed by IGNOU. My email ID is with the management here. Anybody, anytime, he can mail to me any query, any question, or any clarification. The objective is that this should go well in acceptance with you, that your parlays, your relations should be so good with the customer that the customer customer gets delighted in dealing with you. The first topic, noon topic is, I'm sorry, I have opened the second one. Let me come back to CRM, the Customer Relation Management. Let us go as per the program. This has been compiled by oh, that's something wrong. Yeah. No, this is slide.
ओपन करो कौन से देखना
Next. Yeah. Okay. This is the topic for today. Okay. So, this is the customer relation management, and what is the topic gives essence of what constitutes customer satisfaction: quality of power, proper voltage, uninterruptions, free of harmonics, power factor should be good, and frequency at 50 Hertz. And he gets value for what he pays in tariff. Service in terms of breakdowns, shutdowns, revenue streams, bill payments, bill delivery, punctuality, correctness in bills, dispute resolution, and above all single window service, that he has not to shuttle from one window to the other, one desk to the other. On the contrary, rather, I insist that the customer churning should be minimal. Customer should not have the need to come to utility offices. Distribution has become a demanding industry because of IT, updated technologies. It has become a state-of-art industry. Utilities cannot afford to be monopolistic because there is competition. As you know, open access is there in transmission as well as distribution, and within the same command area there can be more than one distributor. Then reforms and regulations, they have mandated professionalism in this industry, least cost options. There has to be cost effectiveness, at the same time no sacrifice in efficiencies. Cash flow will improve. One of the foremost mandates of the regulator is to see that no utility goes bankrupt. The very objective of liberalization gets defeated if a distribution company goes bankrupt. Then in that very interest, the company must have a good cash flow, and it will come only from the proper revenue management and timely revenue payments by the customer. What is the responsibilities of the utilities? They must bring confidence into the minds of the customer that the utility cares. If you give a telephone call or you hit your net for any problem in terms of payments, or your service line is down, area is down, response should be fast. Then utility should be very sensitive to consumer needs. Means, if the cable has punctured, if a grid has failed, if there is a total blackout, maybe station blackout, area blackout, grid blackout, zone blackout, or even entire northern region or whichever region you are residing is under blackout. Reduce interruptions, proper quality I have said, at good voltage, rated voltage, and frequency close to the rated frequency of 50 Hertz. By virtue of media, TV, cable, and overall knowledge, customer is learned and expects good service from the service provider. And there is a competition. Within the competition, utility has to deliver. The regulator expects efficiencies in billing and revenue collections. Both the streams, that the billing should be timely, punctual, correct, and related to actual reading of the meters. Collection efficiency comes from good avenues for making payments. In Delhi, for example, there used to be only 20 avenues. Today there are about 1200 avenues for making payments. By virtue of that, the revenue has itself picked up more than 20% in Delhi after privatization with effect from 1st July 2002. Then you see, bill is only an invoice. The talent lies in the system that creates a bill. Bill gets generated after all the editing, the reading, the entries, ledgers, consumer profile, historical data that has been embedded in the computer, and computer is generating the bills. That is the end product. Bill is the end product. What has been done prior to generation of the bill is important. So that system has to be developed by the utility, which should be efficient and deliver correct bills to the customer in time, giving him ample time, ample gap for making payments. So the utility has to invoke good commercial policies which should be friendly to the customer. Globalization and competition, they are here to stay. We are no more in seller's market, it is buyer's market. Let me share with you, although Electricity Act 2003 provides open access. Open access means third party can approach the network that is feeding you. Third party means there are two parties, customer and you, the utility. Third party is another franchisee or another licensee can seek open access through the transmission as well as distribution network. Now as such it makes it a buyer market. Although there have been more than 100 open access applications till date in transmission network, but in distribution there has not been any so far, although the Act provides it. But I am sure with opening up of the market, this will come. The TPA or mutual trust, that gives benefit to both the customer as well as utility. What is the gain to utility? He gets a positive cash flow, and utility and the customer, he gains confidence, and as a result he becomes your friend, and all dishonesties, if not disappear, they get reduced. He gets better quality of life, and when he feels that the utility is providing him good service, he will make timely payments as well. It is happening all over the world. European Union has 27 countries today. I think I have covered some of the examples of European Union in following slides. Utility after utility are vying with each other to adopt good policies, consumer friendly policies, reduction of tariffs, good service, and today in European Union more than 4 million customers are using smart meters. What are the features of smart meters? That I will just couple of minutes I will hit those slides. These have come not by adopting bad laws or draconian laws, but by providing trust, mutual trust through gadgets like trustworthy meters, good service, reliability of power. Your deeds will speak for you to bring the customer closer to the utility. What are the basic services to be generated by the utility for satisfaction of the consumer? Good avenues for client management. What is client management? A client comes to you, he is standing in bright sunshine under 10 roofs. Another utility provides air conditioned space. Drinking water is there. Cold water is there in the months of summer. In cold weather, room is centrally heated. One of the utilities in Delhi has provided 22 customer relations offices, all are air conditioned, with sofas, and senior citizen can get a token, wait for their turn. In the meantime they can go through the magazines, newspapers, which are provided in the waiting room. Then bill processing, print, mails, deliveries, whether through emails or through messengers, collection services. There are ample avenues. As I said, there are about almost 1200 avenues. You can make payments through internet, debit cards, credit cards, drop boxes, franchisee and cash collection centers of the utility. In one utility, the entire area, wherever you can deposit the bill, you are at liberty. Automatically these will be credited to your account wherever, whatever your K number, meter connection number is. Then the consumer does not have to shuttle from one office to the other, from one vendor to the other. Let me admit, I concede, single window redresser is still a far cry. I have travelled throughout the country, a number of electricity boards or discoms. This is something wanting everywhere I have seen, except one state, Gujarat, which is an example. I can say the state of Gujarat, I have travelled a couple of times, gone to interiors also, to rural areas as well as the urban areas. It is a pleasure to see that the shedding, interruptions and quality of supply by far is the best in the country, both in rural as well as urban areas. And I found the general manager, he is easily accessible to the consumer. That white collar or bureaucratic overtures are not there, and I found in every other state, including Delhi, these type of overtures, they distance the customer from you. Customer churning. Why a customer should come? As I said, in Abu Dhabi, in 20 years, a customer does not feel the necessity of going to the utility office. That is the type of, very frankly, I feel that in India we provide that type of service, which is even in private discoms or government discoms, it is missing. Now, what is the, in terms of operation of the utility, how he manages the tariff, means when he generates the bill, the category of consumer is not mixed up. That means a domestic consumer is billed for domestic consumption and not cross consumption. That bill for commercial profile is coming to a domestic consumer, industrial, SIP, LIP, large industrial power, small industrial power, or commercial, agriculture, religious, domestic. All that means the category is distinct and clear. Then meter management. Meter should be honest, it should be loyal to the consumer, loyal to the utility. It should record truthful consumption of the consumer. Collection management. That collection, once it has been made, it should be properly embedded into the consumer's data sheet. If today, in one of the utilities in Delhi, you can, sitting on your home, you can hit the net and see your consumption pattern and your collections, your monthly consumption or bi-monthly consumption with effect from 1st July 2002. That means for the last 6 years consumption can be seen by hitting a click on the click of a mouse. Then what you have to pay and what you have to receive. If you have to receive any refund, that should also be available to the customer. Then there should be help channels, 7 days of a week, 24 hours a day. Anytime the consumer can go to the net and he need not go to the utility office. Sitting at home, he can see everything that he wants to see. Then if at all a consumer is required to come to the utility office, there should be a single help desk, which should be front office, and they will be responsible for taking all the data from the back office. Why a consumer should shuttle from front to back office, from one corner of the utility to the other, from commercial, distribution, operation, data transfer, billing, metering, all these things, they are even today is a disillusionment to the customer. Consumer, how you take care of the consumer? Through service centers. As I said, one utility has 22 consumer care centers, all air conditioned and provide with decent waiting facilities. All consumers and assets are mapped on GIS, Geographical Information System, through satellite. Then consumer care centers, if a consumer wants to retrieve any information, it is available. Call centers, in fact, call center concept, because of BPO industry, has come to stay in India. but very frankly, call centers they are not taking the responsibility as it is expected to be. Very casual in approach, and I have said so a couple of times to the utility that you should not outsource these services to inefficient call centers. Then IT, as you know, take the example of mobile telephones. It is affordable, it is cheap. If your drivers, servants, peons can afford it because of convenience. It is no more a luxury. Computers used to be very expensive. Powers are only in megabytes. Now it is gigabytes. Cost of the computer is going down. In a house, there are more than 2, 3, 4 computers. Because of needs, every child has a computer. Because of easiness and because of the least cost options. Why such cheapness in IT should not be embedded into the electricity sector, distribution sector? So, consumer should be facilitated to see his bill, genuineness of his consumption. If he has not received his bill, he should be able to get a duplicate copy printed on his printer. He can see his payment profile, what is his sanctioned load, and if he has installed 2 more air conditioners or geysers, there should be facilitation in getting the load enhanced sitting at his home. But certainly, because of the confidentiality or because nobody can pilfer with the data, play with the data, he cannot change the set points. Similarly, within the organizations, any officer can see the status of the consumer, but there is a security, 3-tier or 2-tier security, only 1 or 2 persons are empowered to change the set points. And IT is being integrated with the mapping for the asset, which will become, for next 100 years, they will be in the electronic database of the utility. I have found Andhra is one example of excellent GIS mapping. Today, if there is a dispute in the court, GIS maps are produced that this building, say 100 meters from river Godavari. It was not there, and GIS mapping is being accepted by law also as a truthful evidence. What are the technological interventions? Thermovision cameras. Those who are around Delhi or in northern region, there have been successive 3-4 blackouts because of hotspots in insulators. Now, thermovision camera that can detect hotspots. If we are periodically seeing the connections, the terminations, the insulators cracking, chipping, or during early hours when there is a mist that along with dust it becomes a plaster. That plaster is a very good conductor of electricity. So along the insulator there is a tracking of electricity that short circuits the connections. So thermovision cameras are being used in the power plant switch yards as well as along the transmission networks. Auto reclosers, you don't have to manually close a switch. Sectionalizer, you can sectionalize a faulty section. Say one feeder to IGNU is faulty, why other consumers should suffer? So that is sectionalized and the other consumers continue to be fed power. Then fault passage indicators, that a transient fault occurred and it got cleared within 0.2 seconds or 200 milliseconds. So that will give an indication that there has been a fault, but the switchgear was robust enough to clear that fault. Then preventive maintenance, timely maintenance in accordance with the protocols or with the charts that have been prepared, whether it is equipment, grid stations, substations, transmission lines, distribution lines, switchgear, right up to the consumer doorstep, up to the last mile, there has to be maintenance. And remember, there is no zero defect technology. What you have installed has to be maintained, and what you cannot maintain, that is heading for disaster. Breakdown of transformers in Delhi and cables, there used to be almost 25 to 30 cable failures in a day. Today, there are 3 to 5 cable failures in one company's command area. Similarly, transformer failure rate has come down to 3% from about 12%. Transformer failure, it is not only disturbing the consumer, it is a drain on the asset also. Burning of the transformers is a revenue loss, capital loss. Then automation. In one command area, one of the utilities, automation there are 27 grid stations and more than a dozen are already automated. They are locked, closed. These are unmanned grid stations. So the manpower has been diverted. They have not been fired. They have been diverted elsewhere. And I learn that by end of this year, all 27 grids will be fully automated, and these will be unmanned 33 kV and 66 kV grid stations. I have picked up an example of Germany, which is market is in electrical and gas market is opened up 100% in Germany since about 10 years. By law, consumers can switch to another supplier. There is third party access in network of distribution and transmission. As a result, the industrial tariff has gone down by 50%, almost 50%. I'm sorry that graph is not, the software here is not matching with my PC software, so I had brought a picture of, anyway I will detail. Since 1990, that almost 20 years, not even once tariff has gone up in Germany. It has, the curve is drooping, it is not ascending curve, it is a descending curve. So in 20 years, not even once the tariff, there has been a shock in tariff. Then consumer loyalty is one, yes it is here. This graph I will discuss, take about 25 to 30 seconds. Out of 27 countries, maybe close to 1 billion consumers, only 13 million consumers have changed, which constitutes about 4 to 6% of the entire consumer population, to new suppliers. Existing suppliers have changed their contracts and sold new products. See, it is, I was glad to learn, in our country, if a meter cost is 1500, we take so much of time, move so many of files, what should we meter rent? 15 rupees a month, 10 rupees a month to recover the cost of meter. In European Union, all smart meters are being provided free of cost. No load, no burden on the consumer. And what are the features of the smart meters? That we will discuss just now. Now, consumer loyalty can be won by deeds. These are the deeds, not by sermons as we are here. So I reiterate that the very concept, the very efforts of IGNOU goes waste if you do not take these into your professional working. That how you can befriend a consumer and evince your loyalty to not consumer, to your company as well. If the company cash flow increases, certainly your job is secure and you get a lot of satisfaction in terms of performance. This is a, since opening of EU market, European Union market, I have drawn profile of industrial consumers as well as domestic consumers, and you can see for yourself, it is quite simple. A, B and C categories in domestic and industrial clusters, customers, 69% customers have selected no change. B have stuck to the same supplier with new contracts. Only 3% have switched over to new suppliers. And in industrial segment, 46% have not gone for any change, 48% have gone to new suppliers, and 6% have gone to, 48% have no new contracts with the same supplier, and 6% have gone for new suppliers. Now see the result as a result of this restructuring, and very frankly the regulators in European Union are consumer friendly. All policies, all notifications, regulations are being made on the one hand that no utility should go bankrupt, and on the other there has to be consumer delight, and that is evincible, totally transparent by virtue that industrial tariff has gone down by 25% and the bills, domestic bills have gone down by 15%. There are going to be more improvements as the market is opening. There are already 5 power exchanges. In India, we are going to launch 2 initially. One power exchange has been notified on the pattern of commodity exchange. PTC is the promoter. Other power exchange will be NTPC, Tata Power, NHPC, and I think by the end of this year, both power exchanges, which will be working on the pattern of commodity exchange or stock exchange, and model, as I could see, is very good. It is more or less on the Belgian model, European Union model. Let us see how it works out, but certainly there will be spot market trading of power also, 1 hour in advance. Now there is 1 day ahead schedule, then it can be 1 hour ahead schedules through the power exchanges. This is one example since last 30 years, 78 to 2008, 30 years. You can see industrial tariff is half of domestic tariff. In 78, domestic tariff was 3.62 Belgian francs. Industry was paying half, no tax. And down 20 years down the line, still no tax. Domestic tariff has gone to close to 6 Belgian francs, and industrial tariff is almost 1/3 of that. That makes GDP. See, GDP is what? It is prosperity of a country. And GDP has direct relation with power growth. If GDP is to grow by 6%, power must grow by 9%. There is relation of 1.5 times. You can see industry is being encouraged, domestic consumer is not pampered. This is an example how a GDP, it is converse in India. Out of 30 countries where survey has been done, Indian industry is paying the highest tariff of 30 countries in Asia, Eurasia, and that is one reason why our GDP, I feel that in WTO also we are suffering because of tariff, because of power, which is the most important ingredient in production of any goods that we export. Smart meters, quickly, I think we have a signal of 5 to 7 minutes more. So the smart meters is what? These are provided with sensors. These are fitted with the time of day features, that if there is a differential tariff, morning peak tariff is different from noon lean time tariff. So those who can afford, they can run as many geysers or as many ACs 24 hours, but those who are conscious of their bills, they can switch off the appliances during the time when tariff is high and switch on when the tariff is low. Ladies can wash the goods, their clothes in washing machines during noon time, lean period time, lean tariff time. Then in one utility in Tokyo, I was in TEPCO, Tokyo Electricity Power Company. One phase is wiring all the washing machines and rice cookers. The lady of the house can fill her washing machine with clothes and go to bed, sleep at about midnight when the tariff is cheap. The cheapest time is midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning. Automatically, utility will switch on that phase. Washing machine, no house owner has not to do anything. He or she goes to bed after dinner. Automatically, that phase will be made live. Washing machine will start. Clothes will be rinsed, dried, and by the time she gets up, machine will be off at 5 o'clock, the cheapest tariff. She can take out the clothes and put on the dry line. So this is the one example of consumer loyalty. You can win consumer loyalty. Consumer, these are the small things, but they make a big deed for the consumer. Then when you are starting from your office and you want that by the time you reach, your home should be either heated or centrally air conditioned if it is summer. From your modem, or you can switch the command of your MCB in the home through smart meter, automatically the central air conditioning system or central heating system will be switched on. Also, if somebody is entering some burglar is entering your house, optical rays will cut and a warning will be made alive on your mobile or on your whatever appliance you are carrying to see that some unwanted person has entered your house. So that security system is also built in the smart meter, and such type of meters are being supplied free of cost to the consumers. At the moment there are 4 million consumers in Switzerland, France, Italy and Germany. And more countries are now expanding to provide smart meters to their consumers, because The benefits are both to the consumer as well as utility. What are the benefits to the utility? I think these are there. Utility can carry out the load survey. Then they can have a contract for switching on the washing machines or other white goods. Peaking power is expensive, so utility gains because utility has to, bulk power comes expensive at peak time. So come expensive, supply expensive. So those consumers who can afford, they draw power at peak time, and more manufacturers are now consenting to provide software on their machines so that they are wired to the utility feeder for peak time and lean time energization of such utilities. Now which are the benefits? Other benefits, peak demands can be regulated by virtue of load management. Then accurate data is available. Revenue losses, there is no chance of any pilferage by virtue of these smart meters. There cannot be any theft, there cannot be any FAE, fraudulent abstraction of energy. Maintenance is minimal, simply a modem is there. Then you can do the real-time monitoring of the quality of power. Tariff management, there are reduction in overheads, no meter reader has to travel, so no traveling, no allowance, no data, no register filling, printing of the bills, all these things, load is managed well. Then consumer can do the consumption as per his purchase power. Then system stability. In India, what is the dilemma for a utility? On the one hand is consumer. He is the most important person for a utility, and on the back end is regulator, state load dispatch center, power supplier, power trader, government, state government, central government. Of course, distribution is 100% state subject, not central government. So, state government, transmission utility, because he has to depend upon state STU, state transmission utility, as well as CTU for purchase of power and delivery of power to his periphery. Then power generator. If he is purchasing, if he has a contract, direct contract for power generator, so this is the interaction which the utility have on the front end and on the back end. This is the example of one customer relations office. It is fully air conditioned. You see CRO, customer relations officer, sitting inside. A consumer with his child is standing, he is getting a token or giving his application of grievance. Then he goes on back end, the consumer is sitting on the sofa waiting for their turn. This is fully air conditioned, and at the far end you see there is a pillar. The Bisleri vending bottle at that time was not there, now it is there. The water, drinking water facility is also there. So July 2002 there were 20 options of payment. Now there are more than close to 1200 as listed on this slide. Apart from external controls, what is within the utilities control? Defaulter liquidated. If the defaulter has liquidated all his outstandings, then it should be said so in his data. Then regulate the tariff, details of the billing and payments, improving the billing and collection efficiency, carry out the energy accounting. Please remember, no audit is possible unless you do the accounting. How much energy is coming? How much is being supplied? What is the gap? That gap, if it's too much, that has to be audited. Where this energy is going? On a feeder, for example, you say small feeder, you are getting 400 million units, 400 units, and only the billing is being done for only 300. Where the 100 million units are going? 100 units are going for a small feeder. Is anybody habitually stealing it per day? Stealing it, or is there any ice factory? Is there any wheat grinding? So then audit starts where this 100 units is going. So first do the accounting, then auditing. Then metering. All consumers, even if it is free power, as per Act 2003, they have to be metered. Then load growth. In Delhi, the growth of load is about 8.3% as per the survey done from an independent agency, Indian School of, Delhi School of Economics. The survey was got done when I was working there, and we found load growth is 8.3%. System upgradation to keep pace with the growth of load and induction of fresh load, more load. Then infusion of new technologies, AMR, automatic meter reading, remote meter reading, time of day metering, prepaid metering, automatic metering, all these is the new technologies. Then state-of-art meters, compact switchgear. In command area of NDPL, there is not a single oil circuit breaker. All are compact SF6 circuit breakers. Then control and expenditure which can be curbed. 3 minutes, I am getting a warning. So we will rush through the balance. I don't think much is left now. How we can turn around the power sector? As I said earlier, GDP is a direct reflection of the prosperity of a country. It cannot improve unless the power sector is self-sustained. And self-sustenance means, last line, there is no burden on national exchequer. No money is drawn from the budget, that is self-sustenance. So we have to bring efficiency. Every person has to be accountable for his performance and non-performance. There has to be investment, government sector investment and private sector investment. Power should be affordable by all. It is not only availability of power but affordability of power. Then growth of power should match the GDP targets. It should be close to 1.5 times. Then lawfulness of the laws and policies and notifications. What is the way forward? For the utility, reduce losses, rationalize tariff, bring efficiencies, bring focus on the customer, and bring a culture which is lawful and easy to follow, to be followed by the customer. Thanks a lot. With the permission of Mrs. The coordinator, I wish if there is any question we can tackle it next couple of minutes. Is it so?
Yeah. If you want to ask any question, then we welcome the question. You can ask any question. Our toll-free number is 1800-12345. We have next session on the customer involvement and participation. You can ask any question. I request again and again, because this is the interactive session and we want to make this session very effective and interactive. And now I would like to thank Mr. Gupta, who has shared very useful information with us about the customer relationship management, and we will again be in discussion after 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wood, a cellular mass of singular potential. Wood is perhaps the oldest companion of human beings in their civilized march across the centuries. With furnishings, the wandering nomad turned into the land-entrenched husbandman of today. The nomad of the past, who was roaming from place to place for pasture, turned into the present farmer who no longer wanders. The shape or form of furniture has followed the footsteps of the ever-evolving man. Geometry, or the science of shapes, has thus underlined the world of furnishing greatly.